All right, now as I understand, I gave this asshole Lamar Wills a task to put a stamp on this shit that he was alleging with that bullshit ass picture that he got from some retarded nigga trying to pass it on, try to say it's my shorty and all that. I tasked him with the task of doing some goofy shit. The nigga that supposedly put this picture out to email that nigga the picture and be like, yo, is this shorty or not? I said, yo, you could do the shit live. You could put the email correspondence, whatever he has to say, shit like that. That's how sure that I am that that's not my girl. I also said find the head, because there was some neck down shit. Find the head of that motherfucking girl or whatever as well. As I understand, this nigga did a 5-hour live stream. And as I understand, even worse than that, you still trying to say that that's my girl. I tell you, look, that shit is a lie. Take the shit back to the alleged source so that the source could put that stamp of approval, and then you could really poke your chest out, and then I'll look stupid as a motherfucker. Did you do that? No. What did you do? You just said that I was crying because I'm making sense and I'm busting up your lies back and forth. Well, I'm going to take it an actual step further and bang you in the head with some truth that you didn't know that I knew about. It was like, what, 2017, 2018? Some of y'all remember. I said I had like an H-bomb that I could have dropped, that I never dropped. Well, it's time to drop it. And that H-bomb is that this nigga Lamar Wills fucked a 14-year-old girl. Let me just let that sit with y'all. But Mr. Tone Space, you were cool with him after that. You was in BSM with him, everything. How could you rock with a nigga that does such and such, such and such? I'll tell you, and I'm going to be very fair. It's the story around the 14-year-old girl situation that had me thinking, like, at least his mentality isn't the type to be on some weird pedo shit. However, the more and more that other niggas are saying this and other niggas are saying that, and you see the niggas' countenance, you see how the nigga acts and everything, always sex craved and everything, and you find out niggas was sucking his dick, you find out this, you find out that. So it's all starting to fit together like one big puzzle, like maybe you are an intentional pedophile. Now, as the story was told to me, he didn't know that she was 14 years old. On some thirsty, bum, ugly, get any pussy he can nigga type shit, he came across this girl that was a runaway. 6 feet tall, dark skinned, 6 foot tall, young lady. On some runaway shit, vulnerable. Just like how now he's fucking with a slow bitch. And like his baby's mom, whoever, another slow bitch, he fucks with a lot of slow bitches, and then he likes to tote around, I can say what I want to these motherfuckers. Yeah, because you fuck with retards. So he found some young girl, and I do believe that he didn't realize that she was only 14 years old. Something went down, because, she was a runaway. Her parents were trying to find her. Some old other shit happened, and it ended up being revealed that she was only 14 years old. Now, the way it was told to me was that he was very regretful finding this out. He even cried. He cried to the person that's telling me this. He cried to her. So that's why I never joined the whole, this nigga's a pedo, this and that. As warped as that may sound, to actually have known an actual pedophile situation with this nigga, just the fact that he was remorseful, I truly believe, and actually still am willing to still believe that at the time he didn't know that was a young girl. But if he wasn't such a sex-crazed thirst bucket, you wouldn't be in a situation like this. How come it's always you in situations like this? Fucking a young shorty. Got other people's aunt saying that you fucked this other one's girl and this one and that. Why is it always some shit like that related to you? Well, that was the bomb. That was the big explosion. Since you want to perpetually put forth this lie with this picture, even when I call you out on it, I give you a chance to apologize or to be a man and say, well, shit, that this nigga's willing to even say, go back to the source and ask him if this is her and everything. Yeah, that's probably not her. Let me be a man and stand up and own it. But you wouldn't do that. You are still trying to put forth this lie, this slander. Well, now I'm smacking you in the face with some actual truth. And I'm still demanding an apology. And I will still see you for that apology. But now it's a little more even because now I put out some real shit that happened in your situation, in your history. You had sex with a 14-year-old. So on a technical level, you've done some pedophile shit. She was tall. She might have looked like, a little more grown than she was, whatever. Still. Now, people could call you a pedophile, and it actually has merit. So there you go. Now, I was of the belief that you were sincere, crying and everything, but maybe you was just crying because you didn't want to get caught. I do believe that, if you would have known she was that young, you probably wouldn't have did whatever, but then I don't know. You know why I say that? Because I'm usually the last one to think someone's a pedophile. I'm the last one to even think someone's a homosexual. You know why? Because I'm of the belief that psychologically, you kind of got to have a little bit of that type of shit in you to be so close and able to believe shit like that. You know what I mean? Like the further you are inside as a person to some shit like that, so the further away you are from being a pedophile or from being a homo, then when someone says something else, oh, this nigga's probably a homo, you're like, nah, he's probably not a homo. Why would a nigga be a homo? I mean, I'm a man just like him. I don't want thinking about niggas and shit. Why would he do that? Or fucking with little kids. That's some weird shit. I know I'll be doing that. Why would he do that? So y'all do gotta forgive me. I'm not really the best, as good as I am at reading a lot of people, I give niggas benefits of the doubts on weird shit like that. So maybe you didn't give a fuck, or maybe you would have still fucked with her. A runaway is a runaway. Sex is just whatever. So y'all do that and have fun. Do what you will with that.